Quiksilver Pro is not your standard everyday surfing event. Staged on a remote island off the coast of Fiji, surfers travel by plane, bus, and boat just to get there. Tavarua and Namotu Islands are home to one of the most acclaimed left-hand reef breaks in the world, and is where the world's top 44 surfers will do battle in the Quiksilver Pro 2000.
I'm excited, I can't wait.
Event number 4 of the World Championship Tour was blessed with near-perfect waves that had the competitors fired up and eager to get the competition started.
This is probably one of the best venues we've ever had, you know. Perfect setup at the island. Perfect waves here, perfect waves at restaurants, perfect waves over the ride, just perfect. Perfect setup, perfect waves.
The Quiksilver Pro is a pivotal event in the world title chase, with current points leader Sonny Garcia the man to catch.
But the waves here in Tavarua are amazing. For the first few rounds of competition, it was pretty good.
The timing of the swell and the surfers collided to create one of the best starts to an event this year. With 10-foot sets pushing across sharp reef, the best surfers in the world went into survival mode. Tim Kern ignored all possible dangers and defeated the Tavarua brothers in the most exciting heat of the day.
I got second, I was struggling to get first, so Tim Curran got this beautiful wave.
Young American CJ Hobgood attempted to pick off high-scoring set waves, but was shut down, leaving Australian Luke Egan to take the heat out.
So the last couple of days really has just been fantastic. We were watching 10 to 12 foot surf, you know. It was incredible.
While sailing the planet to discover the perfect wave, Kelly Slater received a wildcard entry into the event, which allows him to compete without being part of the World Tour. Tavarua and Namotu Islands are unique in that they are set up exclusively as a surf resort. The islands offer a number of world-class breaks that present awesome surf opportunities in different swell and wind directions. As well as great surf, the area offers the visiting surfer world-class fishing, diving, and a laid-back atmosphere. The islands are also home to local Fijians, who are paid respect to at the opening ceremony of the event. With all this going for it, it was no mistake that half the Pro Tour arrived early.
Waves were epic when we first got here. Huge.
Those who did arrive early were treated to some uncrowded Fijian perfection. How's this for a day at the office? Free surfing allows the surfers to express themselves outside the pressures of competition. In 1995, contest surfing was looking for change. This was found at a remote location on the southwest tip of the Indonesian island named Java. G-Land was a spot. The waves were perfect, Kelly Slater the winner. The direction of professional surfing was changed forever. The Quiksilver Pro showed empathy for culture and customs and was blessed with waves. Shane Beshan and Luke Egan conquered, as they both enjoyed competing in the powerful left-hand reef break. In 1999, Fiji became the location for the Quiksilver Pro and saw Mark Akalupo win the event and go on to win his first world title.
This event, you know, is so special, and it holds a real special place in my heart after winning last year and going on to win the world title. It's just that time of year and on the tour where you need to kind of make a jump. You know, Sonny's made an early jump, so, I mean, obviously everyone wants to do well here, so he doesn't, you know, get too far away.
Once again, great waves rolled across the reef at Cloudbreak for the start of round 2. From this point on, the competition becomes do or die man-on-man heats, with the defeated packing up and heading home.
My approach to this event is to really give the young guys as much of a hiding as possible. It really is an honour to be able to, you know, be in my position at 38 to be able to surf against 18-year-olds and 20-year-olds and give them a good run for their money.
Young wildcard entry Troy Brooks pushed the more experienced Nathan Webster. In the last minutes of the heat, Nathan pulled into an inside bowl, breaking his board and bowing out of the competition. The highest heat scores of round 2 were posted by identical twins CJ and Damian Hobgood. Later, as we interviewed them, they decided to sort out who would take the lead from here on in.
He can barely stand up. I've been filling in for both this whole time. I'm gonna take over from now. I think it's a little harder from now on, so I figure, you know, I take over from here.
Late in the day, the waves became clean as super casual Rob Machado styled in some perfect barrels to win the final heat against Glendon Ringrose. The Quiksilver Pro has a 12-day waiting period, with lay days of no swell or uncontestable conditions, providing the competitors with time to chill.
I woke up this morning and the contest was cancelled, so it was time to play.
Go trawl around and hook up. Come on, baby. Wahoo, charging boat. Fourth gap lucky. Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
The last couple of days we've gone a little bit mad because it's been flat.
With vital time in the event's 12-day waiting period passing by, the near-flat conditions look set to end, with online swell charts showing clean 8-foot waves approaching.
That's what's coming.
Pete, swell's really kicking in. Let's start the contest and get going.
Yeah, I got that, Rod.
Event director Rod Brooks called the contest go as internet swell predictions came true.
Island Express to Tower, round 3 is underway. Round 3 is underway.
With the rest before the start of round 3, surfers had time to psych themselves up and plan their attack. This round saw some of the highest standard of surfing throughout the whole event. Once again, Tim Kern went hard and the young American knocked out big wave animal Pedersen Rosa. Damien Hobgood was forced out of the event when Guilherme Herdy found his form and took out the heat. All eyes were on the break as 6-time world champion Kelly Slater lined up against current world champ Mark Occhilupo. The informed Mark Occhilupo narrowly winning the heat, leaving Kelly Slater to return to his pursuit of finding the perfect wave aboard the Quiksilver Crossing.
You know, you can have more fun on the world tour than anywhere, really. But my life just went a different direction, you know, and I still have more goals in surfing as far as what I want to do with my surfing, and you know, I don't believe I've reached my potential.
You know, I'm enjoying my life. I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm living the dream, and it's enjoyable. It's not just a contest, you know.
The Quiksilver Crossing is an ongoing voyage aboard the Indies Trader to find unspoiled surf and survey reefs in the world's most remote locations. Tom Carroll has been amongst the first surfers to ever ride over 50 uncharted world-class waves aboard the crossing. Round 4 sees the mood of the competitors becoming more focused, as the winners will go on to the all-important quarterfinals. The stylish Flavio Patarach was knocked out by CJ Hobgood, slowing the Brazilian charge. Tim Curran's brave campaign was also over, as Todd Prestidge made his best showing of the year with a ticket through to the quarterfinals. Underdog Troy Brooks came up against another hard-charging Australian in Bo Emerton. Bo Emerton dropped his guard as Troy Brooks knocked him out of the competition and also went through to the quarterfinals. Heat 6 saw Flaherty and Corey Lopez win over Rob Machado in the closest heat of the event so far. As the wind picked up, so did the action, with informed training partners Mark Arcalupo and Luke Egan both posting convincing wins to meet each other in quarterfinal number 4.
Paradise!
After another lay day and time running short, the competitors awoke to a new swell and the call that the quarterfinals were on. With more ambition than experience, the now polished CJ Hobgood held on long enough to take the win by only 1 point over Todd Prestidge. Wildcard Troy Brooks' amazing run finally ended as the USA's Corey Lopez gave the young Australian his ticket to ride on the next flight home.
Waves are really good out there right now. It's really fun and rippable, and sometimes you just get in a tube and you get so locked in, you're just looking so far ahead going, come on, let me out, and it does sometimes, so that's good.
Mark Occhilupo paddles into his toughest heat so far, as good friend Luke Egan now becomes his main rival.
We surf together a lot, but it's like an eerie feeling when we draw each other. You know each other's going to try so hard and do so well.
Mark Occhilupo seemed unbeatable as he showed a level of surfing that left Luke Egan with only minutes to go and needing a score higher than 8.25 to have any chance at catching the world champion. As Mark Occhilupo kicked out of his last wave and looked up, he saw Luke Egan paddling into a wave that would hold the destiny of both competitors.
Freaked me out that I come out. I couldn't believe it, and I needed 8.25 or something like that, and I got a 10.
A 10 was what it took to beat the world champion, as we left the quarterfinals and probably the best heat of the year. Semifinal number 1 also saw epic conditions, as Guilherme Herdy's charge continues, seeing him spat out of a deep low tide barrel and straight into the final. In semifinal number 2, Luke Egan's confidence was on an all-time high, making him look unstoppable as he left Corey Lopez in his wake.
I look for barrels, you know. I think it's the best thing to do in surf, you know. Like, really wanna find the right wave in the heat.
He's surfing really well. He's no slouch.
With one Quiksilver Pro victory in 1997, Luke Egan knew he had to keep up the pressure in order to make that tally too. Luke attacked early with a solid 8-point ride, and Guilherme knew that in order to win, he too had to find waves of the same scoring potential. He paddled in deep, picked up a large set wave, but unfortunately catching a rail, giving Luke Egan the chance to stay ahead. Guilherme Herdy finally found the right spot. Unfortunately, the wave he selected wasn't as clean as he would have liked. Luke Egan had victory in his sights and knew that another wave would seal his right to claim his second Quiksilver Pro title. Luke Egan had shown outstanding form throughout the contest, beating the world's best, handing the prestigious winner's trophy over to retiring World Tour buddy Matt Hoy, Luke finishing the event on an emotional high.
I want to dedicate this win to Hoya, and it's his trophy.
The Quiksilver Pro 2000 will be remembered as one of the best events in ASP Tour's history. The people, the action, and a lot of emotion, all fueling the chase for the world title.
That's the fish we caught.